What up, people? It's your guy, Gray Rizzy. We out here on Shade 45, riding around, getting it throughout these nights. And you know what? What's great about the culture is that I've always felt like we got to have all types of different aspects. We got to talk to all kind of different types of people. I know you love when we have different artists come up here, but sometimes what happens when you talk to the people who are influencing the artists, you want to hear from them as well, right? Well, I got one of the finest in the building with me today. I'm loving that White Sox hat. I know he ain't from Chicago. I know he's from the city, but we worldwide at this point. Shout out to the homie Kiccz in the building. What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, my man?
Yo, I gotta tell you, man. Just so I can give the listeners a little background. I've been watching. For me personally, I watch people's moves before I really start to, have conversations with them. Even when we are like when things were normal, you be moving around. A lot of times, even when the introductions happen, I just kind of take a step back, watch a person's movements and stuff. And I've always seen that A, your moves have been solid, and B, they've been welcome by a lot of people out there, especially a lot of people I have relationships with. So I was like, yo, we got to have Kiccz up here, man, because I know there's a lot of people who are watching you for a lot of different reasons. And I want to get some of your feedback. Like, how did you even start in this game? Because I know you was really, I want to say in the beginning, when we talking about reselling and just doing the e-commerce and making sure that you're getting your business along with the, before clout was a thing, you were making sure that you was out there making moves. How did you even start within this whole thing when it comes to like reselling and eventually moving into e-commerce?
Reselling, I was just young and I loved just sneakers. Like I love sneakers. Even with the reselling, I just love sneakers. So I found a way now to get my sneakers for free and make money on top of it. It was just golden. Like it made sense. And as I say sense, it made CENTS. So I had to do it.
Got you. And it seems like that led into other opportunities for you where like you're doing the reselling, but then you're starting to see like even more out there within e-commerce, the opportunities. And I'm assuming you're meeting a lot of people. I'm seeing some of the names just on your bio. Of course, I knew people like say Hovain. I've seen people jump in your DMs, like, a DL Hughley, stuff like that, but also being able to have. Yeah, man. I mean, you can tell when people got a real relationship on social, right? One of those cats just recently came to Brooklyn, James Harden, man. Like, how were you able to cultivate all of those types of relationships?
Through clothes. You got to keep them fly. Like I was getting it. So by me getting the clothes, it was just one hand and one. It just goes together. So it just made sense. Made sense again. Like everything just leads up to relationships, because I tell a lot of people the relationships last longer than the money. So I could build with you, me building with you, we having a relationship now, that's going to lead to some more money down the line. It just made sense with the clothes, really.
Even more opportunities. And I tell people all the time too, like, look, when it comes to just hip hop culture overall, you're going to have music on one side, you're going to have fashion on the other side. And no matter who the person is, they want their music to sound good. They want to look good when they go outside. It's always going to go hand in hand. What's some of like the I don't want to say like the I don't want to say the best relationships, but I want to say like one of the biggest things or some of the biggest things that you've learned from the game so far.
Everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not your friend. So it's funny because you get some relationships, but some turn out like they just using you for what you can do for them. What can you do for me right now? But like Hove, oh my God, he's God sent, bro. Like he's really legit. He does stuff for you without even looking for anything in return, and you don't really find that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Cut from a particular type of cloth, man. For everybody who, if you're not familiar, Hovain Hilton, man, you need to go follow him on the gram right now. Just, like I said, some people you can watch their movements and you just see that they solid,
Yeah, he's just genuine, like for real, like beyond genuine.
Word. Because we just talked about Hovain, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get into some locks real quick. We're gonna play some locks. Shout out to the Ghost, man. Styles P, Jada Kiss, of course, my man. I can't forget about Sheik. You know, can't forget about the guys right there. We're going to get into that. We're going to be right back. We got Kiccz in the building. Stop hitting me, man. We're going to talk to Kiccz directly. Then you could talk to him on your own. It's Gray Rizzy. We out here, Shade 45. Yo, man, it's Gray Rizzy. We out here on Shade 45. We got the homie Kiccz in the building right now. Certified cat in this culture. A lot of people lean on him when it comes to not only fashionable attire, fashion, you know, statements, but also we're starting to see a lot with you when it comes to this new wave within digital currency, right? Now, let me be clear for the millions of people that are listening out there. I'm not a money market manager, neither is Kiccz, right? But there's people within this culture, man. Like if somebody is saying, hey, you need to take a look at that. If you hear it enough times, maybe you need to look over there before you look and it's just too late. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I'm seeing with you, man. Like, how did you even start to, I guess, get into the journey when it comes to cryptocurrency? You know, everybody's hearing about Bitcoin. Everybody's hearing about NFTs, which are big. And you've been, like, without a doubt on your social media. Look, pay attention. If you, one of the things that I love about you, you've said it. I don't know how many times I've read it on your captions. Look, don't listen to me. Go find out from somebody else, but just pay attention.
Man, like just do something. Like, come on, man. It's just a new world. I read a lot. I listen to the news a lot, so I'm in tune. And really, with the Bitcoin, I had ATMs. Me having ATMs, then I have Bitcoin machines. So not being rude, but the scammers, they use the Bitcoin a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm selling the Bitcoin to whoever is using the Bitcoin, and it was making money. So I don't like sitting still. So I have to find what's the next thing that's going to happen. So laying down, chilling, talking to my friends. Bitcoin's moving. Like, it's moving. Oh my God. Bought it. Bought it at like 42,000.
Wow, bro.
That's still high though. But now it's at whatever number it's at. It's in the 60s. So that just made sense. So leading from that, we just needed a new wave. Everybody started talking about the NFTs. So I started reading into that. NFTs going crazy. A lot of big name people started buying NFTs that they don't really come out in public and say we're buying NFTs. Like Hove buys NFTs. Serena, she buys NFTs.
This Hove being Jay-Z and then Serena being Serena Williams.
Yep. Stephen Curry's heavy in the NFTs. Like, the NFTs is the next wave because just by buying the NFT, it opens new doors to new people. So say now me and you, we have an NFT going on. By you buying our NFT, you can come hang out with us on a Zoom. That's tier 1. By tier 2 now, you come hang out with us real life. Come chill with us. Like, it's different perks and different things when you buy these NFTs. So people think that it's just a JPEG, but it's not really a JPEG. It's just basically giving you access to exclusive things, if that makes sense to you.
Nah, it makes a lot of sense. Like one of the conversations that me and you had not too long ago led me down a path to understanding like it grows community. It's not only the wealth part or you know money. Obviously everybody's trying to get into it because it's like, oh, it might be a quick lick. The more that you understand it, the more beneficial it can be, not only monetarily, but like you said, it's putting you in certain rooms with different type of people, which could lead to different types of opportunities. But for all the folks that are out there, I'm sure there's somebody listening. They might be like, yo, man, but you know, you mentioned it earlier. There's a bunch of scammers out there. How do I stay away from all that? What would you say to them?
Read. You have to read the whitelist. You got to check their community. It's a lot of discords you got to be in. So be in the discords and don't just join a community because you think it's going to make you a lot of money. Join something that has your interests. Because the way how the NFT builds in money and value, should I say, is by holding them. The more rare the NFT is, the more money it's going to cost. So I got this NFT that I bought 2 months ago. They're not going to make it anymore. So I hold it for 2 years now, and somebody else want to come buy this NFT. It's rare because it's not being made. So I can put a price on it, whatever I want to put on it, and be good to go.
So there's two things when I think about with this. I think about the law of supply and demand, right? Low supply, high demand means more money. I also think about art. and we was talking about this, like the value of art. Somebody might look at a canvas and see 3 dots, 2 different colors, and they'd be like, what the hell is that about? But the community values it at X amount of dollars, and you can't tell them anything different. So therefore the market has been set.
Now, this is how it goes back to reselling now. So with the sneakers, the supply and demand. If 100 pair of sneakers is coming out at this store on 34th Street, flight 23, I'm ahead of the game now. I'm not camping out for 4 or 5 hours, 12 hours to get these sneakers or nothing like that. I'm paying the manager. I need 80 pairs of the sneakers. So I already secured 80 pairs of sneakers when 100 people was already outside. Supply and demand. So now the 20 pairs is sold now. If the sneaker is 300, I can raise the price to 900 if I want to. Why? Because I have the supply. That's all ties hand in hand.
Right. You know, cornered the market, and somebody gonna be mad outside on that line later.
How bad you want this?
How bad you want it? Exactly, man. Look, I want to get to some music. I actually have a great example that I want to talk about, and I want to get your thoughts on that, Kiccz. So stick around, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We out here. Kiccz is in the building. It's Shade 45. You already know. Yes, sir. We out here right now. Shade 45. What's going on? Kiccz in the building. Gray Rizzy. I have a example that we were talking about that I wanted to discuss with you. I just saw. Shout out to the homie Money Man. Another guy who's been ahead of the curve when it comes to cryptocurrency. You know, just we were talking about digital real estate. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And if you want to get more information about that, Kiccz go leave you some info for you to be able to discuss that at a later time. But Money Man just got an advance from his label Empire. Shout out to Ghazi. $1 million, worth $1 million in Bitcoin. And if I believe this is correct, I think he's the first artist to get that amount in an advance. Now, it's not necessarily new. We've been seeing as of late athletes have been getting some of their salary in Bitcoin as well. You know, it's that's going on. So but this is a big deal with Money Man and that $1 million advance. What do you think about that?
Smart. That's amazing. Like, that's the most amazing thing to do, because by you giving me $1 million today, by tomorrow now, it could be at $1.2 million. Like, the money just increases. So amazing. Imagine if he just takes that and just buys some ether, some Ethereum.
See, I think that's a confusing part too, because there's all these little nicknames and these memes and shit like Shiba, and you see the little dog memes all over the place. And you just mentioned
I was this almost 6 months ago. I'm like, yo, buy Shiba. I swear to God, ask anybody. I'm telling them, like, please buy Shiba. A few people bought some Shiba, and some people bought Shiba. One guy, he bought a new car. He stopped working, just $100. Even with Novavax, I swear to God, yo, I was in my boy's crib, sitting down chilling, and I was like, yo, buy Novavax. This was before pandemic started. $800. Sat down for $800 worth of it. By the time the pandemic was in the middle of the pandemic and they were looking for vaccines and everything like that, 80 grand I made. Just off of
so wait. So that's 100 times what you bought it for. 880,000.
Yes.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, you know, of course, we're built now to be like, fuck out of here. I don't believe that shit. But you know, people are doing it day in and day out. So this is what I want you to do, man. I told you that I have these conversations with Kiccz myself, but he also does things like he has classes. He has, like, you know, these informational sessions that you could go ahead and tap in with him. I want, you know, if you're curious, definitely, you know, tap in. You know, most of all, do your own research. You know what I'm saying? Do your own due diligence. Read up on it. Find out some more about it, because like I said, there's so many different terms that are flying around right now. The more you understand and the more you have a better understanding of terminology and stuff, you're going to do way better by being able to recognize different things. And like any market, there's ups and there's downs. Once again, we're not money managers. I'm not up here trying to schwab you to death and tell you what to do. But when it comes to the culture and we're seeing these things happen in the culture, I just want to make sure that we're able to spread some of that news for you to be more educated and find out for yourself, so you can go ahead and get yourself, put your hat into the ring. How can everybody stay in touch with you, man?
You can follow me on Instagram, KI2Cs and a Z. I have the classes. Actually, I got a class coming up on the 14th, and I'm not asking you to invest no money into anything. This isn't no pyramid scheme, none of that. I'm just simply giving you the information of what, how, where, what to do.
Right.
Like,
And
that's it. Like, I can talk to you for free, but it's gonna cost you for the information. And whatever you do with it, you do with it. But one tip I'm gonna give everybody: just buy some land in the metaverse. I'm giving you that for free.
see, now we just blew somebody else's fucking mind. They driving right now, like, what the fuck? Now there's something else. Like, what is this? What's this right now? Talking about the metaverse, I know a lot of people, you know the name Mark Zuckerberg, you know Facebook. They just changed the name of Facebook, the overall company, to Meta, and he's really big into that. So that goes to show you this is a real thing. Even though it's virtual, it's a real thing. Go ahead.
10 billion, man. 10 billion. He invested 10 billion into the meta. Like, it's crazy. Just buy some land. Like, don't even take my word for whatever he said. Like, Google it. Ask your mans, YouTube, whoever you want to do. Don't take my word for it. Ask somebody when you figure it out, then come join the class and I'll give you more information of how, when, where, what to do. Simple.
Definitely go tap in with Kiccz. Also, you know, for people, you know, some of us still need fashion help, guy. You know, some of us still don't know where to find stuff. You should follow Kiccz for that as well. All right. Cause you know, he's
I got
still
what you need. I got everything. Whatever you
Kiccz,
need, I can get it for you.
Kiccz be out here popping trunks, man, and it just be like, ooh, shit, you know. Like,
Don't
I
worry,
gotta
I
go
got your
get that.
package coming soon for you. Just send me your sizes. I'm gonna have your kid package for you. Then you just let them know, yeah, I got this from Kid.
Oh, say less, man. But we gonna make sure we go. In fact, I want to make sure we pull up. We got a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. What you need to do is just listen to this music. Definitely go ahead and tap in with Kiccz. And if you miss any part of this interview, catch it with the SiriusXM app for iPhone, Android, of course, a home connected device. All you gotta do is look up his name, Kiccz. Of course, Gray Rizzy, Shade 45. Listen to it on your time. We gonna get into some more music. What you want to hear before we go out, man? Come on, give me a song for these millions of listeners.
Can I live, Jay-Z?
Ooh, yeah, son, Reasonable Doubt.
Make the most money listening to Reasonable Doubt. I swear to God. Like,
Come on, man. That's motivational music right there.
Yeah, man. I love that album, yo. Love it.
Yes. Yes, sir. Well, look, turn this up, man. We out here. Know that. It's Kiccz, Gray Rizzy. Salute.